my name is Radiya Hafiza and I'm the author of Rumaysa A Fairy Tale and Rumaysa Ever After. I'm so pleased that Rumaysa Ever After has been nominated for a Spark School Book Award and want to say a massive thank you to everyone. Rumaysa Ever After is a sequel to Rumaysa A Fairy Tale and it carries off from where the first story left off. Rumaysa is on a journey to find her parents and will stop at nothing to find them. She journeys through new enchanted lands, discovers new magical friends and foes, and also finds herself at the centre of something very, very dark. Rumaysa doesn't know that there's somebody out there also watching her, intent on making sure she doesn't get her happily ever after. Thank you again for the nomination, and here is a little reading from Rumaysa Ever After. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a couple named Naina and Sama. Naina was a seamstress and Sama a labourer, and they took work wherever they could find it. Though they had little, they were happy with the life they had together, but that was before their baby girl was stolen from them. A witch had lurked in the land of Splinterfell. Her name was Cordelia, and she was one of the most powerful witches to have ever walked this earth. She was feared by people from all over the land, from the palace to the villages, such was her cruel reputation. Cordelia lived in a dark house at the edge of the woods, and had a bountiful garden full of fruits and herbs that all the villagers knew not to touch. But Naina and Sama had been struggling through harsh winters and bad harvests, and so, in desperation, Sama had stolen from the witch's garden in order to feed his wife, who was with child. But the witch would have her revenge. On the night of their daughter's birth, Cordelia came to collect what she believed to be rightfully hers. Naina and Sama had barely named their daughter Rumaysa before she was taken away from them. The pair spent endless days and nights looking for their child, but it seemed that the witch had disappeared completely. Her house and garden had been charred to ash with no trace of where either she or their daughter had gone. The days bled into weeks and the months bled into years as Naina and Sama travelled through different towns and countries, beseeching anybody they could find for help, but Rumaysa seemed to have vanished without a trace. Splinterfell and its neighbouring lands were no ordinary places. They teemed with magic and monstrous creatures, cunning kings and queens, but they were also full of friendly beasts and good people, humans and magical alike, if one knew where to look. For the world is full of both good and evil, but sometimes it's not always clear which is which. As Naina and Sama scoured the land, they were forced to learn how to defend themselves from bandits, merry men, thieves, and all manners of people, and they were taught by those who wished them well, how to use swords and bows, how to skulk in the shadows unseen, and how to tread the earth without making a noise. They lived off fruits and vegetables they found growing on trees and bushes, and set up camp in quiet places as they ruled out city after city, endlessly searching for their lost daughter. Once in a while, Naina and Sama would return to Splinterfell, to their village of Ujabad, to see if anything had been heard of Rumaysa. Their neighbours were always sorry to have nothing to report, but as the years dragged on, the sympathetic faces turned into blank expressions, as one by one, the villagers lost interest and forgot about their lost girl. But Naina and Sama couldn't forget. Rumaysa's disappearance had left a hole in their heart so wide that nothing could fix it. They were forever bonded by the loss they carried with them, unable to do more than bear it together in solitude. For 12 long years they continued like this, living in both hope and torment as they searched for some word of their daughter. Until one auspicious night, Naina and Sama returned to Ujabad once more.